Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to solve the problem 312, that is a hard problem of bursting the balloons. So basically we are given a array which actually consists of here balloons, and each balloon is painted with a number like array, and this 3158 is like a number printed on a balloon. And if we are asked to burst the balloon, and if we burst the balloon, so we will get this much coins, like whatever the number of like value of the left balloon and the current balloon that we have burst, and the right adjacent balloon value. So the multiplication of those three means the current one and the both side adjacent balloon value. So basically we have to maximize the coin uh, by bursting the balloon. So like this is the array, so we have to burst the balloon in such a way that we will get a maximum coins. Like here it has given that we will first burst like this balloon one, and so that the result will be 315, and the balloons will become 358. Then we will burst fifth one, then the value will become this 358, then it becomes 38, and then we will burst 3, then it becomes 1 into 3 into 8, and then only 8 is remaining, so we'll burst that. So in this way it is the maximum. Okay, so let's start the coding. So as usual we'll code in C++. So first we will get the size of the vector, and if it is 0 size vector, means empty kind of vector, they will just return 0. If the vector have size 1, means one element, then it simply that's the value, so we'll just returns the value. Sorry. uh, Actually for the border condition, you have seen like for 8, this after becoming one balloons in the array, we are multiplying with 1 and 1, because as mentioned here, num minus 1 or num n equal to 1. So basically we want to add those values. So there are two options we can do that. Either we can transform this vector, or you can take extra array and then copy the value of this, and we'll just set the 0th first and last element as 1. So here I will take a different array to get to not modify the original array. So we have taken an array of size n plus 2, and array of 0 is basically 1, and array of n plus 1, no n, right, yeah, n equal to 1. Array of n, what is the size of this? N plus 2, so it will be n plus 1. Actually the last element will be n plus 1th element. So we have make the boundary value as 1. Now we will copy the element. So for iteration we can have one variable. So I less than 2, I plus plus. We'll just copy the value. So array of I plus 1 equal to nums I, basically. So whatever the nums value, will just copy in the array. So in the array we have all the elements of nums vector, and also in the boundary we have in the leftmost and the rightmost we have inserted 1 1, as mentioned in the note, you can see here. Okay, so to solve this problem, as this is optimization problem, we will use a DP, and to solve the problems we will try to solve the sub problems, means we'll try to solve, okay, this is the size array we are going to optimize, then we can solve this problem for this much sub array, and so on. So for that we will take a table to store the value. So we'll take uh, value matrix of size n plus 2 by 2, n plus 2, and we can set this as a 0. So I equal to 0, I less than equal to less than n plus 2 for j. Okay, so here we can also consider j. So j equal to 0 to j is less than n plus 2, j plus plus. We will just initialize the whole matrix with a 0 value. So we'll divide the main problem into various sub problems based on the length. So basically length of one will be like sub problem of this one, this one, this one, and this one. Then we'll have a sub array of length 2, like 3 1, then 1 5, and then 5 8, and so on. And then there is a sub array of length 3. So we will start with length equal to 1 until length equal to n length plus plus, and after getting the length we'll have a left index and the right index. So left index can start from 1 and can go until whatever n minus length actually. So left is basically the first index of the sub array, so it can go until n minus left plus n minus length plus 1. So suppose there is a sub array of length 3, then left can start from the first and it can go until, suppose the length is 4, so 4 and n is 4 and length is 3, so 4 minus 3, so 2. So basically if it start from 1, it can go until 2, correct? So basically here we have added two boundary elements. So before 3 there will be 1, so 0th index will be 1, so first index will be 3, and this is the second index. So it can go until this point. And for this left there is a right also. So how much right it can go. So what will be the value of the right? So for right, actually whatever the value of left plus length minus 1. So suppose initially for this 3 lengths sub array, left is 1, then right equal to left means 1 plus length is actually 3 minus 1, so 3. So 1 2 3, so right will be here. So if left is here, right will be here. Then the next time left increases to this index, so left is 2, then right will be 2 plus 3 minus 1, so it can go till 4, correct? So after getting the left and right of the sub array, we'll have to find an element in between this left and right which will be the bursted you can say last in the sub array. Like for this here 8 is bursted lastly of this suppose 3 5 8, if we are considering a sub array of 3, so in this this last element that get bursted is 8. So and last can be anything in between left to right. So start from left and it will go until right, and here we have to fill the matrix, the table that we have. So value of left and right, so basically value of left and right signifies the you can say the number of coins from left to right subarray, for the means optimum number of coin for the subarray of from left to right index. That's it. So it can be of max of if it has some existing value, or after bursting the that last element. So if you burst the last element, the cost will be like we will follow this thing, nums left into nums I into nums right. So here will be array, and here left element will be like here it will be which element, left minus 1. So before the left index, then we will add in multiply with the last element, and then in place of right it will be right plus 1. So this is the value of bursting the last element in that subarray, and it will also add the existing value of the sub problem of from left to last minus 1 and from right plus 1 to last. So it will add that. So from left to last minus 1, and you can see yeah, from left to last minus 1, and here we are taking last, so last plus 1 to right. So yeah, so value of left right equal to this max of this one, here the cost of bursting the last balloon, and then the cost of other sub problems like from left to last minus 1 and from last plus 1 to right. And after that we have to return, so we will return the value which have been stored in first and the last column. So we'll try to run this code. Let's see. So yeah, so for this sample input we got the correct result, so we will submit the solution. I think here, yeah, it has passed the solution. So once again, to wrap up the video, so basically the problem was to find the optimal cost to burst the balloon for a given array. So we have tried this solve this problem with a dynamic programming approach. So we have broken the problem into sub problem lengthwise, so length of 1, length of 2, and so on. And for every length we have tried to find the left index and the right index, and in between the sub array with the left index and right index we try to find the last element that can be burst in between the sub array. And after bursting the last element, what will be the value of this sub array. So in this way we find fill the whole matrix and we return the result. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.